So let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet about shoulder width apart, facing comfortably forward. Knees just slightly bent. Nice, relaxed. Bring the hips forward. So the tailbone points towards the floor. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. And then bring the chin down and in just a bit. Let your shoulders drop down, slightly forward. Bring the arms around in front, a little bit away from the body. Breathe in and out through the nose. And as we breathe in, we're going to let the abdomen expand outward, drawing the breath all the way down. We're going to pause just slightly. And then with the exhalation, the abdomen contracts back towards the spine, pushing the breath up and out. And then we do a slight pause again before we begin our next inhalation. Nice, long, deep breaths. We want to retrain our bodies to get away from chest breathing. Get back to the nice, deep abdominal breathing. Trying to send our energy down, all the way down to what we call the lower dantian, the lower energy center, the area that houses your vitality chi. You might feel some warmth down here. Go ahead and put your hands right on your abdomen so that you can feel as you breathe in, the abdomen expands outward. As you breathe out, the abdomen contracts. Focus on the breath. Become aware of the quality of the air as it enters your nostrils, as it comes down the torso and warms. And notice the breath as the air goes up the torso and exits the body. And become aware of your feet on the ground. Feel that connection to the earth, all the way down to the center of the earth. Feel the earth rising up to support you, to merge with you. Feel that connection, especially on today being Earth Day. Good. Let's go through the 4 thumbs to start off with, especially starting with under the eyes, tapping the bone just under the eyes, strongly enough that you can feel the vibrations, not so strongly enough that it bothers you, that it shouldn't be painful, shouldn't be annoying. As with all of the movements in Qigong, we never want to experience any kind of pain or discomfort. We'll limit the motion so that you stay within your comfort zone. Feel the vibrations spreading through your skull, going all the way back to your spine, And those vibrations going down the spine, into the hips, and down the hips, into the legs, all the way down to the feet, and out the soles of the feet into the ground. Feel that deep sense of being rooted to the earth. Good. Just slowly stop. Put your hands down towards the earth. Just see if you can feel the vibrations moving through you. Good. Second of the four thumps, the kidney 27 points. Follow the collarbone almost to the end. And then we go down about an inch, and there should be a little notch there, a little depression. You can either use one finger on each hand or use the thumb and the index finger. Find those little depressions. They should be a little sensitive as you push into them. If it's not, move around a little bit till you find those sensitive points. And then rather than tapping or knocking, we're going to massage it. We're going to turn little circles here. Nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Allow the energy to circulate, to purge. Just a couple more seconds. Nice deep breaths. And again, slowly come to a stop. Put your hands down. Become aware of the energy moving through the body. The third of the four thumps is the thymus point for the immune system. Here we're going to tap up and down the sternum. Breathe it deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth. Especially in these times, we want to stimulate the immune system. This is just one factor, one place that does that. Keep in mind, four thumps, the directions and the locations and the explanations are on a handout on the website. I think it's actually the first handout. It's something that I suggest you do every day when you get up. It's a great way to start the day. Take one more deep breath. Exhale through the mouth. And settle the hands down again and feel the energy. By doing the four thumps every day, you stimulate 4 different body systems in a very short period of time. It's a great idea to do. And then the last, you can do as a thump, or I prefer, again, going back to massage. This is the neurolymphatics. Basically follow the bra line. And so I like to squeeze in with my fingers, and where I find that it's a little sensitive, I'll stay there and massage that out a little bit. And then once I feel I've spent enough time there and it kind of feels a little bit better, then I'll move on. Just keep kind of working my way around. You can go back and forth, doesn't matter. The lymph, the other liquid transport system in the body, only moves when you move. So we help it by massaging this area. Then starting at the sternum, go down about a 45-degree angle along the rib cage. And again, where you find some sensitive points, either massage mat or you can tap them, whichever works. whichever you find works best for you. And then I add one more point to this. You go now to your underarm, go to the base of the underarm, drop down about an inch. You're going to find a point that's very sensitive. Just massage that out. Nice deep breathing here. Good. Let's switch to the opposite side. Go to the bottom of your armpit and down about an inch. Move the fingers around until you find that sensitive point. Just give it a nice massage. Good. Take one more nice deep breath, big exhalation through the mouth. Let your hands drop again. Sense the energy. Look inward. Try to notice where you could feel energy moving through your body and where you may have a sense of stillness or stagnation or blockages. You may have some muscle tension, you may have some pain. Don't give it a moment's thought, just identify it and move on. The Chinese say, mind directs the qi. So by thinking of and identifying these points, we facilitate healing. Good. Let's go into our spine enlivening series. So step out a little bit wider. Let's start with water waves. So we're just slowly going to move back and forth from the waist. Let the hands move through the air, feel the air moving through and in between the fingers. Get a little bit around, a little bit further. See if you can sense any kind of field around the body, the weight qi. See if you can feel a resistance as the hands move through the weight qi. Good. And just let your arms drop. Chinese like to say, like ribbons of silk. Continue to move by turning at the waist. And then the momentum will start to carry your arms into the body. Let the forearms strike the body just about at belly button or slightly below it, and the point directly behind you on the small of the back. Chinese would call that the Ming Men point, or the door of life. So this posture is often called knocking on the door of life. Look over the shoulder, get a little further around each time. Feel each vertebra turning in place, starting from the lower spine, working its way all the way up into the neck. Here, if you can, comfortably breathing in and out through the nose. But if you're feeling any kind of tension as you're doing that, then breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing out through the mouth allows the energy to be purged, to be released. So we're stimulating the organs here. We're stimulating the meridians that are running up and down the torso. We're stimulating the diami or the belt channel. It's a meridian that goes around the waist. Let's add a little more stimulation to the kidney meridian, which starts at the ball of your foot and comes up the leg, inside of the leg to the chest. So as we turn away, we're going to come up on the toe. Push the toes down into the ground as you do that. Feel that spot on the bottom of your foot being activated. Kidney 1 point is also an important point to massage, especially as we get older. You want to keep the kidney meridian flowing. Again, there's a handout on the website that shows you exactly where the kidney meridian begins, the kidney 1 point is. And I would suggest just before you go to bed at night, give that a nice massage. First couple of days, it will be sore, and then it will disappear, which is a good sign indicating that any kind of blockage has been removed. Good, come back to flat-footed. See if you can get a little further around than before. And we're going to stimulate the other meridians that go up and down the ankle, including the kidney meridian. So as we turn to the side, we're going to pull the toes towards the body, keeping the heel down on the ground. Slowing it down, coming back to being flat-footed. Again, continue. A couple more at the waist. And we're going to let the front hand come up to the chest, just inside the little shoulder groove. A nice tap there, stimulating the lung points, again, for the immune system as well as respiration. And we're going to tap over the shoulder to the base of the neck, stimulating the gallbladder meridian for clearer thinking, the triple warmer meridian. That's our fight or flight response. So we want to make sure that's clear. We want to avoid any kind of autoimmune issues that often arise when the triple warmer meridian is blocked. Coming back down in front of the shoulder. Coming back down to the waist. And slowing it down, coming back to water waves. So we've moved the spine in 2 of the 6 directions. Slow it down till we come to a stop. Good. Spinal cord breathing. Moving, flexing the spine forward and backward. The key to this is the hips. You want to push the hips backward. Then you want to put the chest to the ceiling, looking up. Arms come up, bent at about a 45-degree angle. We push the butt out of the hips back. And then we pull the elbows down, pulling the shoulder blades down and together. A nice little stretch here. Feel that C in the back. Then we push the hips forward. We bring the elbows up and around, and then palms facing you, forearms come together, elbows come together. We tuck the chin into the chest, and we pull the arms down as we exhale. We don't bend from the waist. We're going to make that C now the opposite direction. So we breathe in. Hold your breath for a second. Get a little pause here. Get a little extra stretch. Then breathe out. And again, just hold the breath for a second. Get a little extra stretch. And breathe in. This is great for opening up spaces between the vertebrae. Particularly effective for people with sciatica. But the key is not to overdo. Stay within your comfort range. The range of motion will expand as you practice this. But if you push it, you're just going to do yourself more harm than good. So just as much as you can comfortably do. One more time. And drop the hands down. Bring your hands, step out to a little wider stance. So you're nice and stable. We're going to be shifting our weight side to side. Let's put our hands just on the upper thighs. Kind of just get them out of the way. This is all going to be side to side movement now. So we're going to push our hips to the left. Then we're going to let the shoulder drop to the left, then the head drops. That forces the right hip up. We then transfer the weight to the right, then let the shoulder drop over and the head drop over. And then just let it kind of flow. Posture is called moves like a river, but I like to think of it more like seaweed or kelp in the ocean being pushed back and forth by the waves. Couple more. And slowly come to a stop. Good. Start with Dan Yu. So we're coming back to about shoulder width stance. We're going to bend the knees. We're going to reach down. Palms up as we straighten up, not so far as you're locking the knees out. Bring it up to about chest height. As we breathe in, pause, turn the palms over. Breathe out as we sink down and send energy down into the earth to be recycled. So we breathe in, bringing up fresh energy. Breathe out, sending energy that no longer serves us down in the ground to be recycled. One more time. We're going to go right into hold up the heavens. So we're going to rise up. Fingers here are going to interlace. They turn in front of the face, following with the eyes. They push up with the palms flat and slightly behind you. And holding your breath, look forward. Exhale down. So we breathe in. Hold your breath. Look forward. Breathe out as you go down. Taking advantage of the little pauses to get a little extra stretch, to make that transition of bringing in fresh energy. And then sending energy down to the earth to be recycled. One more time. And down. Good. Let your hands float up, fingertips facing each other, embracing the tree. Let the elbows drop down. Relax the shoulders and neck. Try to feel the energy moving down the arms, especially feeling them at the fingertips. You might feel a little tingling. We're containing all of that energy in this circle, so it's like holding it like a ball. We're going to do presenting the pestle from the Ji Jin Jing. So we breathe in, and as we kind of squish that beach ball, push the air out of it. Then the beach ball inflates, and we just allow our arms to follow it outward. Not so far that your elbows lock out. Breathe in, pause, breathe out. One more time, and then we're going to go out to the sides. The pestle has 3 parts. So now imagine the balloon, the ball inflates outward and then in. Breathe in, pause, breathe out. Try to keep the motion fluid, slow, synchronized with the breath. Relax the hands and the fingers. Nothing should be tensed. One more time, and then we're going to go up. So now imagine the ball going up and then bringing it back down. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. Bring it down, push it all the way down to the ground. And take your right hand, bring it behind your head, supporting the head by putting it slightly on the neck. Left hand comes around, palm out over the Ming Men point. I'll switch so I can mirror you. We're going to watch with our eyes the elbow as it goes up and back. Then we're going to let it drop down and across the body. You can do it shallow. So we breathe in as we go up. Pause. Breathe out as it goes down, or you can go very deep. Remembering, stay within your comfort zone. Nine Ghost Drawing Swords, also from the Qigong Jing. One more time, and then we'll switch hands. So go down, come back up and switch. Get yourself set, supporting the hand with the left, the head with the left hand. Looking up and back, and then down and across. One more time. Good, come on up. Bring both hands to the waist, to the hips. Nice big hip circles. So the head and the shoulders don't move, it's all out of the hips. And only as big as you can comfortably do it. One more time around, and we're going to reverse. So let's go the opposite direction now. Feel that whole back loosening up. Good, now we're going to do waist circles. So here we're going to bend forward to the side, back, and around. One more time, then we're going to reverse. We get down to the bottom here and then go the opposite direction. Good. One more time around. Come to a stop. Come upright. Keeping your hands on your hips. Bring your feet and knees as close together as you can comfortably stand. And just drop down into a nice seated position. So we're not leaning forward. We're just kind of dropping down. Back up. Let's go down as far as comfortable. Just loosen up the knees, the ankles. One more time. Okay, come on up. Now put your hands down on your knees. Come down to as far as comfortable. And just bounce a little bit. If you want to make it more challenging, take the hands away. Good, come on up. Keeping the feet close together. Heels of the hands just above the kneecaps. The fingers go over the top of the kneecaps. We rotate both knees around in one direction. See if you can feel warmth coming out of your palms. Palms have a point called the Lao Gong point. Sort of like a mini chakra. Let's reverse. Go the opposite direction now. Good. Come all the way up. Step out to a wide stance. Feet facing forward. Not going to be doing the horse riding stance. For now, just keep your hands on the thighs. Shift the weight a little bit, side to side. Stretch out those inner thighs. Gradually get a little more movement. Then we're going to do the Lao Gong activation. Just a couple more. Come back to the center. Good. Getting in closer because I want you to see we're going to go put our hands in prayer position. We're then going to turn the left hand so the fingers are really facing downward towards the body. We're going to shift to the left so the elbow comes up. Then the hands rotate, change positions as we shift to the right. Really making some friction in the palms. One more time, each side. Go to the left, go to the right, back to center. Good. Keeping the hands in prayer position. Bring the feet in close. Let the hands drift upward, following with your eyes. Stretching upward. Now interlace the fingers except for the index finger. So we've got this kind of arrangement. Take that and put that behind the head on the neck. Feet together. We're going to go down. And we're going to come back up. And after you go as high as you comfortably can without locking your knees, the hands drift upward. And we stretch towards the sky looking up. So we breathe in as we go down. Breathe out as we go up. The arrow. One more time. Good. Bring it down in front of you. Go back to prayer position. Feet comfortably shoulder width apart. Breathe in. Open the chest to the sky. Pause, gather that energy, then breathe out as we bring it into the body, into the heart. Heart to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Good. From prayer position, we're going to open the arms up again to the sky. However, this time we're going to swan dive our way down. And then just let everything hang. The neck, the head, the shoulders, the arms, all relax. The only place you should feel any tension is in the back of the legs. As you breathe out, see if you can sink a little bit closer to the ground. Good. In this position, drop your butt down, come into a crouch. And kind of bring the body up so you're in a nice seated position. And then using your legs, push straight up so we're not using our back at all. One hand over the other. Continue to come up the center line of the body, float all the way up, slightly back as it reaches the top. Then with a fairly flat back, fold forward. When you get to the bottom, bend the knees. Use the knees to power up. And then let the hands continue to float up until they get to the top. Full body flow. Breathing in as we come up. Pause. Breathe out as you go down. Pause. One more time. Good, come on up. Let the hands continue to rise up the sides. Let the hands just relax. Kind of think of this as you're being lifted more by the wrists. As you breathe in, the hands float up, pause. As you breathe out, they go down. Flying, just imagine you're a giant regal bird, like one of the osprey over the harbor. Just floating above the water. Feel that lightness. Try to get to the point where you don't even feel like you're lifting your arms. It's just the breath that's lifting the arms and then just letting them sink back down. The arms come no higher than the shoulders. So just breathe in, and breathe out. Good. Bring your feet a little bit closer together so you're kind of stable. And as the arms come up, bring whichever foot you want. Lift the heel. Keep the toes on the ground. Now, if that's comfortable, see if you can lift the foot about an inch off the ground and then put it back down as you go down. Keep everything synchronized. Using the other leg as a post, slight knee bend, or even a little more than slight if you want, but don't lock it out. Find a focal point about 12 feet in front of you or a point on the wall. That'll help you maintain your balance. Good, now if that's comfortable, try not to put your foot down. If you have trouble with this, stay then with putting the foot back down. Stay within the comfort zone always. Good. One more time. And down. We're going to switch to the opposite leg now. So you're putting all the weight into the opposite leg. Let's just start first coming up on the toe. Nice and gradual. You can stay with that, or then you can lift and put it back down. Once that feels stable, see if you can do it without putting it down. Focusing on that focal point. One more time. Bring it down. Good. Step out a little wider stance. Reach across the body. Palm up as you gather energy into a chi ball. And then dropping it down into the earth to be recycled. As you come across, the other arm comes out now, gathering energy. Breathing in, pause, breathe out. Shifting the weight from side to side. As you hopefully remember, one of the blog posts talks about how just shifting weight from side to side has major impact on maintaining balance. Walking on uneven surfaces, do the same thing. It's basically an abstract of Jane Brody's article in the New York Times, talking about the research. Good. One more time each side. Come up. Down. One more time. Up. Now. Bring the feet in a little bit. Bringing down the heavens. Breathing in, palms up, gathering the energy into the palms. Feel the weight of the energy in your palms. Pause. And we breathe out as we push that energy down through the top of the head, down the torso, down the legs into the ground. Twice more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Finish with your right hand palm up, just below the lower dantian or below the belly button. Left hand scoops outward. Thumb and first finger separate from around. Thumb points to the center line of the body. As you breathe out, it drifts down the center line. When you get to the bottom, the other hand comes out. You breathe out as it goes down. Now that opening between the thumb and the first finger is called the tiger's mouth. See if you can feel the energy coming out of the tiger's mouth as that hand drifts down that central line. It's called centering. The idea is it's balancing the energies of the three dantians. We have the upper dantian in the forehead, third eye, for wisdom chi. We have the middle dantian in the chest, by the heart or love chi. And then the lower dantian in the abdomen that houses the vitality chi. One more time each side. Finish with one palm over the other. You can either interlace the webbing of the thumbs, or you can hold at the wrist. Doesn't matter which hand is on top. Do whatever feels most natural. Bring your feet as close together as comfortable. Try to feel the energy coming out of the palms, being absorbed by a little pearl just inside the abdomen, that lower dantian. So you can feel that little pearl getting warmer. You can imagine white light coming out of the palms and that pearl getting brighter. And as that pearl pulls in all that energy, it then allows it to expand, spiral down your legs and up your torso. Just let your body relax and rock and sway. Let the energy move you. Bamboo in the wind. As that energy moves through your physical body, removing any darkness, any energetic stagnation or blockages, dispelling negative thoughts and emotions, until every part of your body is aglow with this loving, beautiful energy. And then let that energy expand outward, encasing you in a protective cocoon. And as you float weightlessly inside this cocoon, become aware of what it feels like to be safe, what it feels like to be healthy, what it feels like to be at peace. Take a deep breath in and gather those feelings, those energies, and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.